Anybody remembering their school days will remember that for average, there are actually 3 different commands. Those 3 commands can all be achieved in Excel by use of 3 different functions, obviously. The 3 commands, as we know them in mathematical terms, are mode, median, and mean. The mode is the most frequently occurring value within a given range. So for our range here, if we are looking at bananas sold throughout the year, the most frequently occurring value in that range would be the mode. The median is the middlemost value within a range. So you would take away the highest and the lowest values until you are left with the middle value. That's the median. The mean, which is the most commonly known one that we work on as an average, is effectively the total of all the values divided by however many there are. So in our case here, there are 12 values. It will total all of those up and divide by 12. Now the mean function in Excel is referred to as average. So it's equals average, open brackets, highlight the range, return. And we get a value of 30.333333 recurring. So 30 and a third. Now we can control the decimal places by changing the number format to number, and we get 2 decimal places. Now the way that Excel works with its average or mean function is to add up the total of numbers and divide by however many there are. Now if we remove a value from the range, we'll find that there is a new total, but it's now only dividing by 11 because there are 11 cells with numbers in. It doesn't just divide by the number of cells in your range, but by the number of cells with numbers in. So it's quite vital that there is that difference. So that's the average function. Now the mode function is equals mode. Highlight your range, return, and we find that 45 is the most occurring value in the range. In fact, it occurs twice. And then median, the middle value is median, equals median, open brackets, highlight the range, return, and it gives us a median of 23. Now all 3 of those can actually be referred to as the average, but they are worked out and calculated in different ways. All 3 of those methods achievable in Excel using the average function, the median function, and the mode. We can then take all 3 of those and replicate them across all of our different fruit. And we find it returns obviously different values. Everything is relative. Now there is one little caveat with the mode. If there is no mode, if there is no recurring number, so we have 9 there as the mode because it happens 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Let's change that so that one of the other numbers meets it. Now 4 is the mode. Let's add a 6 in. 4 remains the mode, even though it occurs twice and 9 occurs twice. So there's a little item to be careful of there. If, however, there are no unique values, so if, for example, I took that 4 down to be a 1, and that 9 to be 76, then we get returned an NA, because there is not one mode in that range, because all 12 values within the range are unique. If you find that you have repeating modes, then it will use the lowest value. If there are no modes and not one value has effectively more than one occurrence of itself, then you'll get the NA return for not applicable. This does not happen with the median or the mean. The median is always the middle value, regardless of however many values there are, and the mean is always the total divided by however many values there are.